In this video, I'm going to be talking you through BuyBotPro's confidence score and suggested purchase quantities. So this is BuyBotPro's artificial intelligence in action. So it tells you what it thinks of the deal with the confidence score. So it's telling me that this one is very good and it's giving me a score of 80.66. This circle will fill up depending on how high the score is. If it's say only like 10%, it's going to be very, very low and will be flashing red and it will tell you that it's a bad deal. If it's, let's say, like 40%, it'll be somewhere like here. It'll be orange and it will say, you know, it's not bad. And then it gives you the top 3 things to consider about the deal as well, based on the analysis. So Amazon have the buy box in this case. The deal has got good profit and the recent 30-day sales have been awesome. Now, this is entirely dependent on the analysis. It doesn't just produce this score, you know, randomly. So this is dependent on criteria that you set and also pretty much every other element about the analysis. So how well it sells, the profit, the ROI. If you're not eligible or there's an IP issue, this will also be red and it will tell you low score, don't go for this product. So, you know, this is BuyBotPro chipping in and telling you what it thinks, which is really useful because sometimes we do need that second opinion and BuyBotPro gives it. Now, the suggested purchase quantity is BuyBotPro telling you how many it thinks you should buy, again based on the analysis, and you can also set some criteria and limitations on this as well, so you have your say in the score and suggestion that it produces for you. So if you aren't sure how many to buy, then you know BuyBotPro is helping you out. Now, if we head on over to our settings and we come to the stock capital and max buy count, this will affect the suggested purchase quantity. So stock capital is our overall budget, and max buy count is if we want to set a limit on how many it says. So this is my overall budget, like say it's £7,000, it'll be whatever it is for you. And then max buy count, say I don't, in any one purchase, I don't want to buy more than 10. I can set 10 as the limit, but I could set that to 25 or 50, you know, however many I would be willing to buy in one go. I can set a limit on that. So it's not going to suggest an amount that's anything more than 10 or an amount that makes me spend more than 10% of my stock capital. Now, the BuyBotPro score adjuster settings, this affects the confidence score. Obviously, I know that this is very simple and quite low. And of course, you can set this in whatever way that you want. My minimum profit that I want to achieve from a deal is £1. My minimum ROI is 20%. And I can set minimum and maximum BSR parameters. So I want it to be at minimum, you know, within the top 1% and at maximum within the top 20% range. But I can change this to whatever I want. So if I want to say cut out the very top bit of the competition, you know, the most popular listings, I could set that as like the 5% and anything above that. Max could be whatever it is I want. So the maximum I'm willing to go is something that's, say, within the top 50%, whatever it might be. So this is all what you want from a deal. So if the deal, provided that everything else is fine, meets or exceeds this criteria, you're going to get a good confidence score. If it, say, like meets one or two aspects, say if it meets, say, the BSR and the profit, but not quite the ROI, then, you know, you're going to get an okay score. And if it doesn't meet any of this, then chances are it will be a bad score. So you can set this based on your preferences for what you want to see from a deal, save and sync, and BuyBotPro will account for this in the confidence score.